everyone, it's Nicole, and I mentioned in my goals video that I wanted to start a dot journal, and actually a couple of them. I want to do one for the TV shows I'm watching so that I can write down exactly what episodes I'm on, but also I want to do one for all the books I'm reading. Now, I didn't do it the typical dot journaling style with doodling and all that stuff. I thought I would do it scrapbooking style. So I grabbed a few of washi tapes, and then I grabbed a few of my sticker books. These were all Amy Tangerine Remarks. And then I grabbed a sticker sheet from a new collection that I got not too long ago. I made a few layouts with it already, and I used, as you can tell, a ton of them. And a lot of them that I used were more like for, I don't know, a lot of them were kind of Valentine's related, and I don't really do Valentine's pages, although I find collections that are related to Valentine's, I can use them a lot because I can, do things with just hearts on it, right? So I'll just show you what I got. It's nothing too fancy. I just wanted somewhere that wasn't going to take me hours to do, but also that I could just keep track of everything kind of reading. So I did a little index here so that I could easily find where everything is. I might put the page number, but I don't really need to because I'll show you what I did. So I used 4 different washi tape, and then there was a little flower thing that had a key, and I thought, hey, yes, it's called an index, but it's also sort of like your key, right? To see where everything is. So I did 4 sections. The series I'm reading, just to kind of keep track of the ones, what I still need to read and the ones that I'm all done. My monthly TBR, what I read in, because I like to keep track of everything I read in a year. And then 100 books for, and I put ... because again, when at the beginning of the year, I go through all the books on my shelf and I choose 100 books, even though my TBR for the year is not 100 books, or my goal for the year is not 100 books. Those are the 100 books I want to pick from. And, that way I read stuff that's on my shelf. And this year I made it so that at least 60 of the books that I pick from the 85 I read are from that 100. So it gives me, 40 some books that I'm not going to read, but it gives me some leeway. So anyway, the first one I did, I just love that sticker because it had a coffee cup or tea. I don't drink tea, but coffee cup, a book, and a blanket. And yes. And then I just used some alphas. Like I said, I didn't do any doodling or anything like that. And then just used some stickers. And then what I did was I put my washi tape, and there's little dots on this. So I put it so it matched up with the last dot. And then I flipped it over the side. So when you look on the side here, you can see all the different sections. So I can easily go to all the different sections. So I got my monthly TBR. And again, just use some stickers. I overlaid some hearts. Now another thing is, because it is stickers, it was tending to want to lift. So I just used some wet glue, and I just made sure to glue everything down really good. Now the next one is what I read in, and I did it, like I said, scrapbooking style. I just overlaid some stickers and then just used some alphas for my titles. Now the one thing is, for the rest, it's just going to be pen because it's going to get too thick. But for these pages, I thought it'd be fun to do that. So, and I found stickers for each section that really fit, like this one, Follow Your Heart, and this is for the 100 books for. So whatever I feel like reading is what I'm going to read. So that worked out good. And then what I read in, and then I just put a little coffee cup, and then I put smooches and hello love. And then for the monthly TBR, I put adore, love story, which a lot of the books that I read has love story in it. And then You Stole My Heart, and it has a lot to do, reading has stole my heart. And then, like I said, this one was just perfect because it had a coffee cup, a book, and a blanket. And then some other stuff that I have to sort of work in there is I have some markers. I have the Staedtler, I have this pack here, and then I have this huge pack of 20 here. I have some friction colors that I can sort of color in. I have this, it's called safe angle linear ruler, so I can make my lines. For that, I'm going to keep some of my washi tape. But like I said, the rest of the stuff that I'm going to do, I'm going to start writing. It's just going to be mainly pens. And then I thought too, I have a couple of stamp sets that are related to books. So I'll take those out. And for the rest of the stuff, you know, I'll use my stamp sets that has to do with reading. And I'll stamp them on my pages to decorate them a little bit. But I think I find that this is going to be, if I keep adding, even though I chose stuff that was pretty flat, it still added some bulk, and I don't want to add any more bulk. So the rest of the stuff is going to be stamping and using my pens. So just thought I'd share that with you because it was on my goals for 2018 was to start working in my dot journaling. So now I just got to start writing my books in, which I'm really excited. And this I got on Amazon. It's actually called my dot journal, and it's super cute. Now I just ordered another one, and the other one I'm going to do my TV, what I'm watching on TV. And that's it. I thought I'd share that with you. I thought of taping it, but then I thought, no, I'll just, you know, work on it a little bit. And before I knew it, I had the whole thing, done. So now I just gotta work on the monthly stuff and writing down my 100 books. And as I get more stuff in, I'll share with you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, so I got a little bit more done in my dot journaling, and I thought that I would just put it all in the same video, and then that way there could be just one video because the rest of the year is all gonna look the same. So I had done washi tape at the end of each page. Now what I did was I did my index at the front, just a little bit of decorating. I kind of did it scrapbooking style, and then I went and got my stamp sets. And this is for the series I'm reading. And then I got one of my other stamp sets that is meant for planning, like planners. This one is from Studio L2E, and it's called List It. And it has little things down here so that you can make little list. So what I'm doing is I'm stamping that little square. It's not very big. I don't know if you can even see that. That little square, I'm stamping it, and then I'm writing my books. And then as I'm reading the books, then I'm going to take these little markers. They're called friction colors. I got them on Amazon. I have quite a few colors. There's 12 of them. So I'll just use these. I'll just switch the colors and color them in as I read them. I have a ton of series that I've already finished, so I'm going to put them all in here. And then I'll put, you know, the new series I'm starting and all that. That's all going to be in one place now, and I don't have to keep changing it from year to year to year. You know, in my different planners, it'll be in this place here, which I really love. Then I did a little bit more on my monthly TBR. I just stamped, it says the next chapter on that. And then what I'm going to do is every month I'm going to make a TBR. I used some little stamp sets. They were from Lawn Fawn Milo ABC, and I just wrote January 2018, and I won't do February until, you know, I'm far into January and I know how many books, because I might add a couple more just depending. But those are the ones for now. Without Merit by Colleen Hoover, Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I'm almost done that one. Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. And that one, I'm about 60 pages in, but as soon as I'm done Six of Crows, that one will be gone. Paper Princess by Aaron Watt. And so that one I'll be reading. First We Were Four, and I don't know who the author is. and Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And I might put Crooked Kingdom because I'm done Six of Crows, and I know I'm going to want to read it right after. Then I used a little stamp set, which is by Santoro. And what's she called? New Heights. And it's a little girl sitting on some books, and I just use my Prismacolor. It's not the perfect coloring, but you know, it's good enough. And then I'm going to do that. So I figure I'm going to only be able to do maybe 3 February, March. Yeah, maybe 3 per page. So I'll need like 4 pages for the whole year. So I have quite a bit. I didn't know if I mentioned that, but what I did, there's 200 pages in this. So I went from the first 50 for the first section. So at page 51, I put another washi tape, and then at a page 101, I put another washi tape, and then 151. So each section is divided equally. Then what I read, and that's, you know, what I'm going to read every year. So then I use some stamp sets. Those are from, I think it's Ellie Studio or Ali Edwards, one of the two. Let me just see, I just got it. It's Ali Edwards. And I did some books, and then I used some stickers, and just wrote 2018. And I've already read 3 books. I'm going to finish my 4th one today, so I'm going to keep a running list. And I shouldn't need more than 3 pages for every year. And, you know, every page I'm not going to do that. It's just whenever I get to 2019, then I'll do another something like this. And then the last one, I didn't change anything on this page. And here I just used, again, a little stamp set, and that one is from Ellie Studio. I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Ellie Studio. I just stamped that there and then just read all about it. And then I put 2018 with some little stickers, and then I used that same little square. And as I'm reading the books that, because what I do is I make a list of 100 books that I want to read that year. My goal is only 85, and actually in one of my goal, it's to read 60 from that list. So then that's why I want to color in the ones that I'm going to read from that list to see, you know, if I get close to reading 60 from that 100. And that's it. I'm having fun playing in my dot journal. I'm going to do one for my TV shows, and then one I think for my scrapbooking. And so I'll be sharing those with you as I'm getting those done. So already one of my goals for 2018 was to work on my dot journal, and I'm, you know, got the first one complete, not completed, but a good chunk of it is done. Maybe, you know, every day I'm going to work on adding a few little series to this, and then the rest is just as I'm, you know, doing my TBR, or as I'm finishing books, I'm going to add them here. And then here I have my list completely done. I just got to keep adding them, and I already have 33 added to this. So that's it. That's what I got done so far on my dot journal. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.